take it away.
All right, well, since you don't have a podium, I'll use his.
Sure.
Okay, I'm the grandfather. That's the grandmother over there. After watching the black belt students go through their testing yesterday with over 500 push-ups, new animal kingdom caterpillars, and much more, you have two very proud grandparents. That are here today to honor two sore, aching young men. And that's Caden and Gage on earning their first degree black belt. So today, after 4.5 years, the time has finally come for our two boys to celebrate their many accomplishments in karate and skills classes and receiving their first degree black belts. Back on a weekend in 2007, after watching a couple episodes of Walker, Texas Ranger with Chuck Norris, Gage looks at us and says he wants to learn karate. We told him that karate takes a long time and to learn and is probably very expensive. As time passed, Gage would watch Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee movies and never mentioned learning it again. In 2009, Caden started watching the same movies with Gage. We would see them wrestling or kicking side kicks at each other that they saw on TV and would have to tell them to quit before one of them got hurt. But that never stopped them. Over the next few years, Allison joined in with the boys, watching the same shows, and started wrestling and kicking just like the boys. Every once in a while, one of them would come crying, "Gage is too rough." Or Allison and Caden kicked me, etc., etc. We would just smile and say, "We told you so." In the spring of 2012, the kids were telling us they were bored and wanted to do something. We asked them what they would like to do. Right away, without even a second getting out of my mouth, Gage says karate. And Caden, before Gage got done, said, "Me too." So we called around to different karate schools, and then Gage, Caden, and I visited Mr. Denny Strecker in Warren. Gage and Caden's journey started at Denny Strecker Karate in Warren in May of 2012. Caden and Gage were so proud of their red uniforms, and at their first class they received their white belt. Just the smiles on their faces. We knew we made the right choice. Both of the boys celebrated their birthdays at the karate school in Warren, and they both were just awed with cutting their cakes with the sword. Shion would give them the sword and stand behind them and tell them not too hard. Didn't want to go through the table. A few months later, Caden and Gage joined hyper classes, and it helped them learn more moves, and it also helped them with their moves and katas in the classes. Then they joined up for the tricking classes, and those were fun classes, watching them trying different moves. Watching Gage and Zach trying different techniques was enjoyable. If one didn't know how to do the technique, the other would teach the other one. That was good teamwork. I think my wife and I learned the different karate histories as well as the boys over the next 2 years. Review, review, review. It has always been exciting watching Caden and Gage over the years at all their belt testings. They made us so proud. School teachers, neighbors, friends, and sometimes strangers would always tell us how good and well behaved and polite they are. Always wanting to help someone out and offer a helping hand. We wish they would do the same thing at home. We contribute that to some of the karate disciplines being taught by Shihan. We can't give him all the credit. In January, I have 2015, but Gage tells me it was 2014. The karate school moved to Troy. At first we said it was too far to drive to class, but we saw the disappointment in their faces and said we will try it for a while and see how it works. Then I think around the end of January, Shion said he was switching over to the new skills training program. And it sounded interesting, learning a new subject every 10 weeks and then testing on that subject. Shihan offered us the continuing the old style until black belt testing, or enroll in the new skills program and test a year later. We discussed it over with the boys and they favored the new skills, so the rest is history. Here it is, November 20th, 2016, with several classes, a lot of sweat, sore, achy muscles, and determination. Caden and Gage are receiving their very well-deserved first degree black belt. We would like to thank Shihan for teaching the 7 principles of a black belt in all of his classes. And I don't think he realizes that he is doing that. That's because after all of his training, it comes natural. Thank you again. Caden and Gage, we love you guys.
Love you too.
Oh, you too.